Here we go again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Going to work. Oh yeah. Anyway, let me snooze this alert. There we go. Sitting at a light right now, red light. So I had a chance to hit record. But yeah, commute time. So when we commute to work, what do? We make a video. Because why the hell not? We got a whole hour to do nothing but drive to work, to sit into a cubicle, to sit on a computer, which is what I could do at home. So since I'm wasting an entire hour driving on the road to do the same exact thing I could do at home, then guess what? I am going to capitalize on that quiet hour, that peaceful hour. Peaceful in the car, at least, not peaceful, driving, because you know how people are, especially in the winter. But yeah, so here we are, riding with Rod. Again, this is a series that I made. This is actually how I started my YouTube channel. My first video, if you go way back into the archives, you'll see my first video was in a car. And that's because I didn't really have an idea of how I was going to do the channel. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to start. And that's it. I'm just going to start. I'm going to hit record and I'm going to yip yap. And then someone hopefully will listen to me. And, 5 years later, someone listened to me. But yeah, anyway, that's how my YouTube channel actually started. Most of my videos were in the car. Like everything I covered was talked about in the car. Now it's kind of changed where now the car videos are just me bullshitting about random things. And I kind of like it like that. No set schedule. I just hit record, and a lot of you guys say you enjoy these types of videos. And I know a lot of you listen to them while you're commuting. So you feel like you have a commute buddy, and I am your commute buddy, which, it helps, right? I know it helps. Obviously, I listen to podcasts and YouTubes and whatever on the way to work too. So, I also have, commute buddies. Anything to make the drive easier. Obviously, right now, I look like a loony man talking to myself in the car. But again, I'm talking to you guys. So anyway, yeah, that's how my channel started. So if you're ever interested in going through the archives, feel free. I would actually greatly appreciate it, because there's a lot of content which, I've been starting to try and share them. God, my water's frozen. No! Frozen water. I'm thirsty as hell. I've been trying to share like the oldie but goodies as like a post, and I have to just start doing that more. But then I honestly don't remember what was good and what wasn't. But maybe today I'll share my first video ever. Maybe I'll do that, and then that way you guys can watch it. Sound good? Okay. Anyway, so it's January. What does that mean? Well, typically in January, I am fatter than I want to be, right? So because it's winter, you're not taking your shirt off, you're not going in the pool, you just went through the holidays, so you ate a whole bunch of crap. So typically in January, for me at least, it's my heavy season. And this season, it may be the worst January that I've had in a long time. Because I nearly went into the winter season already fat, right? Fatter than my normal, right? So now here I am in January. I'm putting my fattest work pants on, and they are snug. This is a problem. And I know one of you commented the other day, I never heard of the word fat pants. I'm like, really? That must be nice. Because I've been talking about fat pants since I was in my 20s. Because, I always had a fat season. And then I would drop the weight, and then typically keep it off through the summer, then fall, just kind of like blah, and then winter, gain it back. But as you get older, dropping doesn't, stay as consistent, right? So, it's not as easy as it has been. So what happens, right? What do I have to do here? I need to come up with a strategy now that I'm 42 years old and my metabolism sucks. Going to the gym as frequent as I do is no longer enough, which, believe me, I don't go to the gym enough, as much as I want to, because, well, a lot of reasons. There's work, there's children, there's now YouTube. So there's other, priorities now in the way of me getting to the gym as frequently as I want to. So there needs to become a strategy to lose weight. And the most simple strategy is counting calories, right? It's simple as that. You get an app, you get the Fitbit app, Fitbit app is still free, so I would use the Fitbit app. And then all you do is you plug in your calories. It'll tell you how much, how many calories you should take in based on how much weight you want to lose and how much weight per week you want to lose. And it's as simple as that. And it's not rocket science. It's just a pain in the ass. So I've been avoiding that, and I've been trusting my own self to say, all right, I'm just going to go to the gym, I'm going to do intermittent fasting, and obviously I've been slacking on all of that. So myself and I need to come up with a better strategy to lose some weight this year. And I just need to get the motivation. Apparently even the fattest fat pants being tight is not, whipping me into shape. I just, I gotta it's probably, the problem is it's so damn cold outside, so I can't go jogging outside. So, that doesn't really help things, but I don't know. But anyway, so what's my strategy to lose weight? For now, when I'm in the office, oh my God, it's so easy. Because usually it's either I don't eat or I get a salad, and that's it, right? I do fasting until 12:30, so that's a 16-hour fast from when I ate dinner last night till lunch today, 16-hour fast. So typically I do a 16-8 on office days. Obviously 16 hours fasting, 8 hours eating. But the 8 hours eating, you can do some damage. So I have to make sure when I get home from work, I'm not eating fruit snacks or, whatever the hell, cereal after dinner or that crap, right? So I got to be, a little smarter now that especially if I'm running every day, it's different. Then I could pretty much get away with it. But since I'm not running nearly at all, I'm just lifting when I can, I have to be, a little smarter. So the plan, it starts today. I'm not saying I'm going to count calories today. It may come down to that. If I end up signing up for like a Spartan race or a half marathon this year, then that'll motivate me to count calories. So that's probably what I'll need to kick my ass into gear. So until then, I'm going to do the lazy route. And the lazy route is simply just intermittent fasting and working out, and that's it. So it starts today, 16-8. Okay, 16-8, done. Tomorrow, I plan to go to the office again, 16-8, done. Right? Salad for lunch. When I get home from work, eat dinner, and that's it. And then tomorrow, it's even easier because as soon as I get home from work, I have to go right to coaching baseball, and then I get home late, so I don't have time to do anything but eat dinner and then go right to bed. Obviously, I have to do the freaking trades too, but I have to figure out time for that. But that's the plan. And then Friday comes, and then I'll work from home. I'll do the 12-8. It's not as bad at home. I just need to, do some. Typically, when I work from home, what I do is I do a quick workout every hour, like 20 push-ups, 30 squats, something like that every single hour, 10 times. So from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. I'll do 1 to 2 exercises every hour, and I've been doing that, but also that has not been as consistent. So that will be part of my routine as I work from home in the future. So again, it's not going to be rapid weight loss because I'm not going to count calories, but it's going to get better because I don't like feeling like this. I don't like when the pants are tight. I don't like, especially, oh man, I don't know if you guys know, like when you drive, you just like, you feel, when you wear a belt, oh my God, you feel it. You just want to pinch the fat, like, go away. Like, what is the issue here? Go away. But yeah, it's annoying. So we got to do what we got to do. We got to, we want to retire on dividends. We can't be retiring on dividends, a fat ass. We got to retire on dividends, not with a six pack, but at least, with a decent man bod, right? With a decent dad bod, like the fat, the big hard belly, right? With the big arms, big overall, but not like the big loose, disgusting belly. So let's do our best to get there, hit our goals, and, don't let January defeat us. It starts, I know everyone starts in January, right? But it does make sense. Everyone eats like a fat ass over the holidays, so you got to start sometime. So I used to be like the young guy that, everyone's starting January 1st, but whatever. Leave people alone. Let them start. Let them do their thing to begin their journey, because their health, if they don't have their health, what the hell do they have? So, by the way, lifting, exercising, fitness is my other passion. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I was a personal trainer. Well, it's funny because way back, like right after high school, or after, when I attempted community college, somewhere in between that crap, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to be a personal trainer. And then I ended up taking this long-ass class, and I took the test, and I failed it by like 2 freaking points. I passed the physical, I failed the written. And I failed it because I suck at tests. I suck at written tests. I've always have sucked at written tests because I can't focus. I can't read for too long and pay attention. It's just not me. I can't read. I don't know. I wanted to be a personal trainer, but the stupid test was a pain in the ass. So I failed it. I don't know if I took it again. Maybe I did take it again. I failed it again, but regardless, I never got around to it, and I was never able to be a personal trainer. So I had like, a million different jobs in between. And then later on in life, I had an opportunity. I was like, you know what? I had my full-time job where I'm at now. I'm like, I didn't have kids at the time, and I was working 2 jobs. Before kids, I always worked 2 jobs. It was just the thing, obviously, because I always had debt out of my ass. But I said, I'm going to go back and I'm going to take this test. So I found another chance, another opportunity. It was like a 3-day course thing. I had to travel, get a hotel and everything. And I crammed it in those 2-3 days. I took the test. I passed it. I finally passed it, and I was a certified personal trainer. Woohoo! So that ended up being my other part-time job outside of my full-time job. So I got a job at the gym because the options were I could work for myself, build up my own clientele, get my own insurance, make an LLC. And I was like, you know what? I ain't got time for that. And plus I know nothing about that. So let me start off at a gym. So I ended up working at one of the corporate gyms who, they have their own company that they hire for personal training. And that company is who I worked for. And it was pretty simple. They get you the clients, right? And you have half-hour lots, and you train them, and you weigh them in every time. You ask them questions. You go for this and that, and it was a small-ass gym. It was one that was actually near my job at work, which was far away, as you know. But it was okay. The problem is, it was not worth it. It was not worth the money. Since I was training for half-hour slots, I was making $30 an hour, which that means I was only making $15 each training session. $15. So I would drive to the gym. If I only had one session, I would make $15 for that. And obviously after taxes, nearly nothing. So it got to the point where I'm like, this is stupid. So I got it. The important thing is I saw it through. I still went through with it. I wanted to do it. I did it. I got it done. It's over, right? So I was able to say I did my passion. I wanted to be a personal trainer. And at that point in my life, I realized at the same time I was kind of a hypocrite, because I'm not one of those people that are going to be like, yeah, you got this. You got this. You're doing so great. Because I'm not a good liar, and I don't lie. So I couldn't look someone in the face and be like, oh my God, you look great, when I don't, right? So that job I realized it wasn't for me, Something in fitness, sure, but that, not for me. And obviously the other things I tried over the years, I did try bodybuilding. I never actually got on the stage. I got so close. I went through many posing sessions, and I gave up the last week or two, close to the end, because the diet is just so brutal. And I'm just like, me thinking doing this for free, for what? So again, it's just tough. It's tough. I cracked. But I give props to the people who do that, year in and year out, like the bodybuilders. That is not easy. Whether they're on steroids or not, it doesn't even matter, right? Because you still have to be committed. I'm sure I don't know. I guess steroids helps you with diet too, but more so the natural people's too. I mean, I don't I couldn't do it. I couldn't. But I'm not. I don't know. It was tough, but it was, again, something I wanted to try. Something, it's not completely, it's something I would consider one day. I always said when I had kids and they're old enough, I'm going to do a bodybuilding show in my 40s, and I am in my 40s, and I just haven't had the time or dedication to do it. But I know I'm kind of, this is an investing channel. We're talking about fitness here, but again, it is my other passion, and I do like talking about, I love lifting. I've never done powerlifting, because the problem is, in my younger days, I always lifted heavy, and I'm feeling, I have 2 herniated discs, and the damage is done, right? The damage is done. There's no desire for me to go back into heavy lifting again. For what? I mean, it's awesome, it's fun, but I'm not going to do competitions where I'm going to risk hurting myself. It's not worth it to me. But again, bodybuilding, that's a little safer. It's maybe a little harmful on obviously your calorie intake, depending on how bad or how aggressive you do it. If you do it right, it won't kill you as much. But I don't know, just a thought. So yeah, back to my fat pants. Yes, my pants are tight as hell, and I'm on the last belt loop, and I have no more pants. So yeah, that's it. There's no buying fatter pants, because right now I'm in a 38, and I'm not buying a 40, right? So this is it. 38 is it. That's all we got. So we got to make it work. So today, let's start it. Let's get our fat asses in shape. Let's do burpees. Yesterday, I did 10 burpees every hour or so. I'm going to do that again on Friday, probably. 10 burpees every hour. That'll be part of my every hour routine. Burpees are hard, man. Burpees are hard. And the fact that I can only do 10 now is embarrassing. But again, I'll build that up to 20 and then 30. 30 is really hard. But yeah, let me know how many burpees you guys can do. I know some of you are, probably in tip-top shape, but some of you are probably, lazy fat asses like me that need a little kick in the ass. So I'm here to give you that kick in the ass. Start something, do something, go sign up for the gym. Don't say you work out at home. Go to the gym. Nothing beats going to the gym. I work out at home too, and it sucks. It is what it is. If it's there when I need it, but guess what? Going to the gym 10 times better. You know, you're in that environment. You get motivated. You see other people lifting. You get motivated. It's just, you want to be there, right? You want to, you know, once you're there, you're committed. When you're at home, you don't give a crap. I'm done. You're going to walk in the gym. We're going to walk out 5 minutes later? No. Because, you know, people are going to see your ass, be like, what the hell is this guy doing, right? But no, you got to go to the gym. Sign up for a gym. I don't even care. There's got to be some kind of gym. I know a lot of gyms, I was going to say don't go to Planet Fitness, but if that's your only option, fine. You know, I guess it is what it is, but I just think that gym is so stupid. That, like, their commercials, the no judgment zone, like, enough of this corny crap. Free pizza and bagels, really? I mean, it's a smart business plan. Obviously, they keep their clientele fat, and they feed them, and they'll keep them coming back. They'll keep them, and they make the gym membership just cheap enough that they won't even care. Like, I'm not gonna go ahead and go through the cancellation process for $10 a month. I'll just pay the $10 a month. What the hell do I care, right? But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, go find a local gym. It's 10, 20, 30, 40 bucks a month, whatever, and then go. You don't need a gym partner. You know, if you have one, great, but who the hell has time? Especially if you have family and kids, you go whenever the hell you can get out of the house. I'm trying to make a routine. I go every Sunday morning. That is a guarantee. I go every Sunday morning. If I'm off for a holiday or if I'm off work, I definitely go. Typically, I can't go Saturdays. There's sports and all this crap. And, you know, I'm video heavy on Saturdays too. So at least for my outside gym, I go at least Sunday every week. And then for work, if I'm in the office 2 days, I go to that gym 2 days a week. And then outside of that, I'm picking up, you know, doing the exercises every hour during work, or, you know, at lunchtime, I've been slacking at home. I've been just eating lunch. I used to just jog at lunch, but again, it's freezing, so it's a little hard. All right, so anyway, enough about fitness. The bottom line is, enough of the fat pants, guys. Let's get our asses in shape for this year, all right? We all want to be, you know, looking pretty damn good, even if we're old bastards. You know, let's go. Get the gun show, you know? Go pick up some freaking dumbbells. And ladies, you know, you got it a little easier, ladies. You don't have to be really, you could just, like, lose the weight and that's it, right? You don't have to have, the men, they need some muscle tone, right? They can't be just skinny fat. Skinny fat is not a good look on men. So, I know women are going to yell at me for saying that, because I know everyone says it's harder for women to lose weight, right? But whatever. And I'm not going to even touch that subject anymore, because I'm smarter than that. Anyway, let's move on to the next subject, which is 2025 goals. What are my goals this freaking year? And to be honest, well, my first goal, and I mentioned this in several videos already, is I have 2 brokerage accounts, as you guys know. I have the main account. It's called the Retire Now account, because I want to retire now, and that's my account that's going to make it happen eventually at some point. And I have my dividend car account. This is a newer account where we ended up closing out my wife's 401k, cashing it out early, putting it into a taxable account, and we were going to use it to buy a car, but we ended up leaving that money there to make money and pay the monthly car payment, plus hopefully additional money to reinvest. So essentially, we're margining the car, right? We're borrowing on the car, and we're using that money, that cash that we had to pay off the car, to invest. So anyway, that's the dividend car account, and then obviously I have my Retire Now account. So I have 2 accounts. So my first goal of 2025, why is there so much traffic? It's so annoying. But my first goal is to schedule all of my reoccurring bills, typically monthly bills. I haven't even thought about quarterly yet, but my monthly bills to come out of my brokerage account instead of my checking or credit card. So, and the reason for that is well, number one, I want to start using the income. I know I'm not retired, so I should wait. I should reinvest everything. But I want to live life now. I want to start being able to spend a little more of the money that I make at my job. Because right now, all of that money goes to bills, right? And we don't really do anything, as a family. We go out here and there, but there's never extra money to do anything fancy. And I'm getting to the point, well, my oldest just turned 9, my youngest is 2, and I'm thinking, okay, when he's at least 3, 4, 5, we got to get our asses to Disney or something, right? I know I feel bad because the older one's getting older, but I've been wanting to take him to Disney because I used to go to Disney all the time as a kid, and again, we're losing time and memories. But at the same time, I'm not dumb enough to take a 2-year-old to Disney. I'm just not going to torture myself to do that. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to do it. And I don't even go out to eat with the 2-year-old, to be honest. I refuse. Why would I put myself through that? I'd rather eat at home. I mean, I love going out to eat. Believe me, I love going out to eat. But why make myself miserable? Why make our lives miserable and attempt to go out to eat, which, again, may or may not be a disaster. But if I go when I'm forced to, like if there's an occasion, you got to go out to eat, you got to bring the kids. It is what it is. So I almost never go out to eat as of right now. So what was I saying? So yeah, I am 100% not going on a plane, 100% not going to Disney with a 2-year-old. Number one, he'll forget it. And number two, we're going to worry about changing diapers halfway through, worry about he can't go on any ride. No. So, but anyway, I'm done with kids. I got snipped, by the way. I think we talked about this too. So I'm shooting blanks. Thank God. I don't want any more kids. 2 is more than enough. And yeah, so I'm going to schedule all of my reoccurring payments to come out of both brokerage accounts. First off, well, the dividend car. The first car, the car payment was the first. That's how it all started. And once I realized that, okay, that was pretty easy. I used Fidelity for that. Fidelity's awesome. For bill pay, Fidelity's freaking awesome. Because they're a bank, and they know they're a bank, so they have bill pay pretty much just available to you. Some other brokerages, they're stupid. They make everything more complicated than they have to. And Fidelity does not. So props to Fidelity. So I scheduled a car payment. Boom. Car payment $400 every month, done, automatic. So obviously, yeah, I'm investing all that money. I'm paying off the car. Boom, boom, boom. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to add other bills. So what did I add? I added my home. I have Verizon. I have my phone and my home internet on the same bill. So that bill is now coming out of the dividend car account automatically. I don't even see it. Gone, paid. And then I offered to get internet and pay for it in my parents' house, which they have, another house closer to the beach in another town in this state, which, obviously can't say, but they've never had internet there for years, 20 years or so, right? I'm like, and the kids are just annoying as crap, and they always bug them for internet. I'm like, I'll just pay for it. So I ended up paying for that, so that comes out too. And then recently, I just set up the gas and or electric. I may have done both. So I got those coming out now. And then, I think, what do I have left? Car insurance. Car insurance, I did try to do car insurance, but they gave me a little problem. They said that wasn't a bank account number, so I have to work on that. So I may have to do that through like Fidelity bill pay. But anyway, so that's for the dividend car account. That's a lot of bills in one account, I know. And then I have the options, the retire now account, where I do my options, where I invest in high yield dividends. That account, that's just going to have one bill come out, and that's going to be the mortgage. The mortgage is the biggest freaking bill of them all. And keep in mind, my mortgage, it does not do escrow. So it does not include homeowners insurance or property taxes. I pay those bills separately, and I made sure that that was the case when I moved. As soon as I moved, I said, you know what? I want to see them separately, because I want to see and feel the property taxes. I don't just want it blended into my bill and I'll never know like what the hell's going on. If I pay it myself, then I know, okay, this is what my town is charging me for this, that, and the other thing. And then same thing with insurance, homeowners insurance. I look at it every year. I compare it to the prior year. Okay, it went up. All right, I call them. Can you get me a better deal? Or I don't, or I just pay it. Again, when it's in escrow, you're kind of just like going with the motion, going with the flow. This is what I owe. This is normal. You're not really thinking about it, right? But when you pay it yourself, you're thinking about it. So that's why my mortgage is just completely separate. My mortgage by itself is $1,260 or something like that. I pay $1,300. I scheduled $1,300 a month, and I've been doing that forever. I used to pay more, much more than that, because my plan was originally to pay off the mortgage by a certain date. But obviously that was before I discovered all this high yield, these high yield dividends, and my mortgage rate is under 3%. So obviously I am more than happy to hold that mortgage. I know Dave Ramsey fans, I know I'm a Ramsey guy too. Obviously I'm Ramsey-ish. That's not the right way, but again, this is my way. Everyone has their own way. This is what I choose to do, and I'm happy, with the decision. So moral of the story is the first goal of 2025 is have all reoccurring bills, including the mortgage. And by the way, the mortgage, the first bill was paid on the 1st of this month. Obviously the 1st was a holiday, so it got paid on the 2nd, but it's okay. They give you a grace period. But even just in case, I did pay it out of my regular checking account. So I figured worst case, I get a double payment. The other $1,300, it goes all to interest. So already for 2025, I got a double payment in there. So there you go. But going forward, it's just going to be, on the 1st of every month, the brokerage, will pay it. And I'm doing that through Charles Schwab. Charles Schwab bill pay is horrible. Why? Because they tell you have to open a checking account. I'm like, well, I don't want a freaking checking account. So I'm like, how can I get a checking account number? And they're like, yeah, but you have to order checks. I'm like, well, I don't really want checks. So I'm like, whatever, just order me freaking checks. So they ordered me checks, and they were taking forever. And I called them like, listen, I ordered checks. Can you just give me the freaking account number? And thank God, thankfully they gave it to me. So, and so I used that. I gave the routing number and the checking account number to the bank that holds my mortgage, and they automatically charge that account every single month. I'm not doing it through the brokerage in that case. I'm doing it through the actual, bank. And then for the other bills, by the way, the only one I actually scheduled via bill pay was the car payment. The others I went through the actual, like the vendors, the electric company, the gas company, Verizon. I did it through them. So to give you guys an idea, in case you were wondering. But yeah, and it's been working pretty smooth. So like I said, so far I almost have every bill. I think the last one is car insurance. And then once car insurance is done, that's all the monthly bills. And that just leaves me with what? It leaves me with the what the heck was it? It leaves me with the quarterly bills. Look at this guy, he's flying. He's in so much of a rush to go to work. Is work that exciting that you're gonna speed in the right-hand lane? You know? But whatever, people. I'm sorry, but when I drive to work, I am in no freaking rush. I am chilling. But maybe because I'm recording now, talking to you guys, I'm chilling even more. But yeah, so that's my first goal of 2025. And my work check, obviously, I still work. That check is going to go towards the credit card. The credit card is going towards our expenses, our other expenses, such as food, such as crap, such as V-Bucks, I don't even know. Amazon, always Amazon. My wife lives on Amazon, so I don't even know what we get half the time. But just random crap, like we need a shed, we need a bike shed. I got, you guys know I record in the garage. I got so many bikes in there now. I don't even have a gym anymore. They're all bikes. So we have like half a unfinished garage, half a finished garage. Finished garage is my gym. The other half is the cold part where I record, and that has bikes everywhere. So we need to get a bike shed. But yeah, so things like that. And then obviously we need other things on the house. So we're gonna start doing that this year. We need to work on our bathroom. We need to get new windows, this, that, the other thing. So, and then outside of that, like I said, vacation, you know, could do something, take off, go somewhere. Yeah, but we'll see. I don't know. Almost at work here. What else? 2025 goal. Am I going to retire this year from work? Probably not, right? Probably not. But I do, you know, as far as YouTube is concerned, I plan on, you know, doing YouTube just as aggressively as I am now. I can't really do it anymore, right? I'm just doing it as much. Maybe I'll try to organize, you know, interviews, I don't know, with other people, maybe other YouTubers, or that, not even interviews, just bullshit, right? Just like take the time and just have like a live bullshit hour with other YouTubers, something like that, because that would be fun. Have a drink. I don't know. Got to think of other things that they don't have to be necessarily, you know, planned out. But as far as interviews go, you know, it's okay. It's not. It helps the channel for sure. It gets different exposure. I know, like Jay, you know, from Zega now, Title, his interviews do the best. I'm going to interview Mike Venuto from Title soon, and we'll see how his interview does when he's just me and him. Outside of that, I'm going to, who else do I have an interview with? Oh my God, I forgot already. Oh, YieldMax guy, the Granite Shares guy. That'll be in February. I haven't looked at their funds at all, but you know, obviously that'll motivate me to do so because I don't invest in them at the moment. Should I? I don't know, man. But yeah, obviously I need to eventually, up my game in YouTube wherever I can with the ability that I can. But it's not really going to get, you know, production-wise any better until I'm actually not working, because I don't have the time. You know, my mornings, here are my mornings, especially on office days. I get up at 4, right? I have coffee, try to wake up. I finish the spreadsheets, and I'm hopefully done by 4:45, 5 a.m., which is when I make the video. And it takes me typically 30 to 45 minutes to make the video. And then I post the video, which takes around, you know, obviously it's more waiting than anything, but it's around 15 minutes. And then I have to get ready for work. And, you know, I'm leaving for work around between 6 and 6:30. So there is no time in between. and then I drive to work, I get to work, and then I'm working, and then I leave work 4:30, whatever, get home at 5:30, and then I eat dinner. Or unless there's baseball, I go right to baseball, and then I eat dinner. And then, I do the spreadsheets, hang out with the kids, and go to bed. So that is my schedule. This is why there is no editing. There's no time for freaking editing. People ask for timestamps. I'm sorry, but there's no timestamps. I don't even know how to do the timestamp. I don't even want to know, to be honest. I just record and I post, and I hope people watch it. And that's the best I could do. If they don't watch it, they don't watch it. If they don't watch it because of timestamps, that's fine. If they don't watch it because I don't edit, that's fine. If they don't watch it, you'll look in the history of my YouTube, there has not been one video really that I edited anything. Again, because I don't even know how to edit. I don't have software for editing. Like this, I'm recording on a phone. What does that mean? I'm using the phone video option. It's not anything special. You hit record and you talk. So, am I going to edit? What the hell would I edit? Right? I know some, a lot of financial YouTubers, they have their cool logos popping up, or they got this music, and it is cool. Believe me, it is cool. But I just don't, it's not a priority of mine to worry about that. I'm just going to make the content that I can. That's more important, getting out the content versus, displaying versus fancy. I know thumbnails do matter, believe me, but I'm not one to do the crazy thumbnail just to get a click either. Like the face, or just saying something ridiculous like why I sold all my funds. Like, really? And then you click on the video, and then they didn't sell shit. Like, why bother? That ruins your reputation anyway. Just state, have a thumbnail that represents your video, put in the title, what you're talking about, and that's it. And people will come back. I know some people love clickbait, they love drama, they love overreactions. So that there's always a place for those people. But I'm not that person, so I'll never have that crowd. I'm not here for drama. I don't really care if people talk about me on YouTube. I really don't. If they want to do that, that's completely up to them. And there's no hard feelings. If that's what they want to make their channel about, that's fine. But that's not what I'm making my channel about. I don't want to talk about other YouTubers, right? If I do talk about other YouTubers, it's only to give them praise for the good ones, because there's a lot of good ones out there that they deserve, some praise. And I'm now finally at a place where I have a decent, audience, where if I mention, a smaller YouTuber, it may actually help them. Obviously, in the past, they wouldn't do crap. But now, if I'm, since I have this platform now, and I see like a starting YouTuber with, under 1,000 subs, then, especially under 1,000 subs, because I understand that struggle, then I will help them get to 1,000 subs. That is like my thing. If I see someone good that's under 1,000 subs, I will help them get to 1,000. I will do my best. So if you have anyone in mind, please link their channel below. I'll check them out. If I like them, I will definitely help them out. Once they go over 1,000, I typically say you're on your own, right? You're on your own, because you got to figure it out at some point, right? The 1,000 is the hardest part. Once you get to that point, you get monetized. That should be enough motivation for you to, do your thing. But again, it's not necessarily all about the money either. It's more about, number one, do you like what you're talking about? Number two, do the people like what you're talking about? Number three, why are they coming back to your channel? So, I think I've finally come around to the place. I've always liked talking about investing, so that's not an issue. My only issue is time. That's my only issue, obviously. But I have a pretty good setup right now. I know it's repetitive, but I do try to throw in any bonus things that I can. But I think it's been working. I think the audience has been happy. I get it. Obviously I get some negative comments, which happens. I'm not, completely blind to that. So, and I'm not perfect by any means. Clearly, I'm just a schmuck, another schmuck, just stating his opinions, who again, I've been investing for a decent amount of time, and I'm just the everyday person. I'm not anyone special who knows something special, and I just tend to, you know, speak the truth, speak my mind, and hopefully my goal is to help, you know, newer investors to learn and get motivated to learn. But yeah. So anyway, back to my 2025 goals. YouTube, yeah, definitely grow it. Grow YouTube. I don't have a goal on YouTube for this year. But, you know, everything's been going up. Sub count's been going up. The money's been going up. The money's not easy. It's hard. Because some days I'm like, how the hell did I, you know, but since I do videos every day, the money's good. If you don't do videos every day and your videos are pretty much worthless after one day, then you're not going to make any money. My daily update videos, they're good for like a day, and it's horrible. And I really, you know, it's getting to the point where it's like, okay, that's great, but now I do it every day, but it is worth it. It's still worth it to me. But I do want to get more evergreen content out, which means it's actually long lasting. Like I get so happy when I see a comment to my old options whiteboard videos. Like I get so happy. I'm like, oh my God, people are still watching it. I love it. So I would love to do more whiteboard videos, or more videos just talking about just stuff that can help people. So maybe that's a goal, we could say. More whiteboard videos, or more videos in general where it's just like we talk about things, topics. Which reminds me, let me know if you have any in particular, you know, any topics that you want to talk about, you want me to cover. But yeah. So yeah, I'm almost at work. This is a long one because I did hit record early into the commute, because I haven't recorded in the car in a while, so I knew it was going to be decently long. And here we are, was it 47 minutes in? But wow, that's a long ass commute, right? Like I said, my commute's an hour, so. But anyway, that's all I got for today. I am commuting tomorrow. If you have any suggestions for tomorrow's video, I don't know if I'm going to make one, but if you had suggestions, if I did make one, please let me know. Outside of that, none of this is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you're entertained. If not, what can we do, right? We try again next time. But outside of that, I'm going to do a freaking keyword. How about that? So, why? Because it's a long ass video. So if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, you gotta say the freaking keyword. So today's keyword is if. And what is if? If is intermittent fasting. And that's something everyone should consider, even if you're skinny already, even if you're healthy as hell and you've never done it. Just look it up. Intermittent fasting. It's awesome. It's just a way to you get set with a fasting schedule. You know, fasting is good for you. It's good for the body, at least from what I've read. Again, there's probably people that say it's bad for you, blah, blah, blah. But whatever. But if you haven't heard of intermittent fasting, I'm telling you, go check it out. But anyway, that's also the keyword. So today's keyword is if. IF. Intermittent fasting. So, yeah, I'm going to end it there. I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of my channel. Thank you for being a part of my journey. It's greatly appreciated. All right? Have a good one. Time to go to work. Later.